Well, good evening. Thank you for joining us. We are going to be continuing our Adventures in Middle-earth campaign known as the Darkening of Mirkwood. So, we were off last week to recoup from Extra Life, which was a fun 24-hour stream if you weren't there. We raised $550, so everyone who helped and did that, congratulations.
I'm a bear, I'm a bear, I'm a bear.
I have 40 gigs of VODs to get through to try and like either upload them or highlight them or something, and it's gonna take a while. Especially since some of it like I wasn't like present for, so there's things I know happened, but I don't know when they happened, so I have to go through and like, where was this? So tonight we are back to Middle-earth, which is a great place to be.
I think so. Why not, right?
It has its charms. There are certain times better than others, for sure. Probably a few years ago in the campaign, probably would have been a good time to go. Right now, we're getting a little dicey, but it can only get better, right? So, I'll begin with a little bit of a recap. Last time, the Fellowship remains in Lake Town, also known as Esgaroth. Currently, the Council of the North is taking place, where King Bard, King Dane, representatives of the Elven King Thranduil, the Master of Lake Town, and other foreign envoys have shown up to participate and discuss political treaties, things that concern the region, and make deals in other agreements. And it's been going on for a better part of 3 days now. While here, the Fellowship has run into a handful of familiar faces. There's Armand, the merchant prince, the trade prince, that they've met many years ago in Middle-earth, but he keeps popping up. They ran into Ruthiel, the captain of the King's Guard in the Elven King's Hall. And they've also ran into a relative thorn in their side, Mogdred, also known as the Lord of Tyrant's Hill. During debate and discussion, the topic of the Old Forest Road came up, one that Vidar is attempting to help reestablish with the aid of Beaufrey, son of Beaufort. Needing a workforce and armaments and guards to help get this road up and running that is years in the making, Mogdred offered his assistance as a proxy from Dale and Erebor, as they currently do not have the resources or the workforce to lend aid. This deal was loosely accepted under the grounds that Vidar would be at the helm, and that the two of them would be in a bit more of a closer negotiation process afterwards. They met later in the week to debate, or not debate, but discuss logistics at a particular tavern in Lake Town. While Vidar sat there sipping his mead and contemplating on things to discuss, things that he wants to come forward, he became racked with the thought of the Great Elf, the dwarven city that he helped liberate, and then quickly saw it almost ripped from his hands. And a hatred came over him, being in a city of the race of men. The very people that Vidar sees as the ones who stole what he wanted most from him. And in a moment, he came into a blacked out rage, and when he came to, he had Mogdred on the floor, bloodied in one side of the face, and had come to realize that he has thrown punches that he was not, for once, in control of. Even though when he does his fury, he may sometimes lose a little bit control, but he retains at least memories of them. This one, a little different.
He just kind of roid raged.
The situation diffused rather quickly, seeming that no side wanted to escalate it any further, but the question hung in the balance of whether or not aid would go through, if the road would continue to receive support from Mogdred, and that question remains. So we are entering the 4th day in Esgaroth of the Council of the North, and this is where we will begin tonight. As the Fellowship, almost like a Groundhog Day routine, wakes up yet again in the comes downstairs, gets ready, has their breakfast, their drinks. Very early in the morning, the thoroughfare outside in the market square begins to bustle as merchants are opening for the day. The inn, again, is loosely populated. There is yourselves, Nayla and Seowin, and 2 other individuals in here, but are sitting on sort of opposite sides of the room.
Who are these?
So it's about...
I'm already jumping on it.
Go for it. I will say, for the sake of things that I have said in the past every day, there's been sparsely populated and like 1 or 2 other people in here other than you.
So
this is not new.
I'm potentially expecting a runner, which is why I ask.
Fair. Okay.
I would like to, if possible, be there already with some breakfast and whatnot, at least before Vidar comes down, because Thea would like to, as Vidar does come down for the morning, give a cheery smile and already give him like a pint of ale she bought.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
If willing.
Yeah, last time we left off, we had
it
an
was
argument.
not a happy note.
Mom,
yeah.
Dad, please stop
Vidar-
fighting.
Vidar, you come down in the morning, and Thea beats you downstairs, and she's standing at the base of the stairs with 2 mugs. Do you have one for yourself before I say, or is it just one?
She would have like morning tea or something probably for right now.
Morning tea. Okay.
She likes tea.
So you see,
she'll have a giant pint.
So you see a big like horn mug in one hand, and in the other hand is like a little dainty teacup.
Morning.
Morning.
Here.
Thank you. And Vidar would take it and drink it. He'll wander over to the barkeep. Or the innkeep.
Morning.
Morning. I'm expecting a runner with a message at some point. So if I'm absent and someone's looking for Vidar, that's me. And you can take the message for me.
Very well, young master. Small master. Young master.
I mean...
not the case in this situation.
No, I'm not young. I am 127.
You an old son of a bitch.
I'm
probably older than your father. Or mother.
Or my grandfather.
Yeah.
I will take the message.
Thank you very much. And I return back to the table.
Okay.
Am I at the table, or am I still off just kind of gallivanting?
You came back the night before.
Okay.
Here, so it's a matter of whether or not you want to come downstairs and get ready for the day, or you foresee yourself doing something else.
Yeah, I'll come down, socialize, and grab some food.
Okay.
Cause I'm a hungry little budding.
All right. So the 3 of you congregate together at it's your table at this point. I mean, you've been here for 4 days.
We've carved our names
have
into
a
it.
Reserved.
Yeah, you have a spot. Like, if you came down here and somebody else was...
Volley has a comb, just like poking back his hair, be like, "Hey, this is our table, mate."
You're standing over by like a bard in the corner, and you just use your fist and hit him in the side, and he starts playing music.
Hey.
Play the song. Yeah. So you guys are there. It's a quiet setting, so yeah, whatever you guys wish to discuss this morning, Jesus.
Well, I suppose continue where we left off yesterday. It seems we It seems both sides have had some interesting, I guess, situations happening from yesterday.
Situations.
Well, I don't know if any of you potentially heard about what was discussed yesterday during the council, since everyone else was occupied, but
No.
But a specific topic that came up yesterday that I thought might be good for us to, I guess, potentially discuss. It was Dol Guldur, and it became a concern that a looming shadow, as they call it, is spreading even more and more across Mirkwood. And it seems it's gotten to the point now where the civilizations are concerned, and yet at the same time, and as we've seen before, seems like no one wants to really do anything about it.
Ha! Sounds about right.
But so I will say that I did have a few ideas, although one might no longer be a good idea based on what happened yesterday. There was the idea that I brought up of putting together something like almost like an intelligence gathering or task force to try to go into Dol Guldur and Fenbridge Castle to try to see almost exactly what we're up against, if possible, since the orcs are coming back and everything. And depending on how the discussions were potentially to go with Mogdred, I also had the idea of seeing if he and his resources and men might be someone we can utilize for this as a, well, you know, keep your friends close but your enemies closer type deal, just to see potentially more of what he might be up to, in a sense, since everyone seems to distrust him. But again, I don't know if that's too much of a good idea right now, but I at least wanted to bring up what happened yesterday since you guys weren't at the council to hear the talks.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Mogdred.
But
It's going nowhere right now, but we'll see.
I see, but it's interesting. It seems things are starting to get darker in those areas. I'll be honest, it was starting to give me a little bit of, I don't want to say nostalgia because it wasn't pleasant, but it was reminding me a little bit of our experiences at Angmar or Karndum.
Ah.
You know, that kind of...
You weren't there, Volley.
Do I know of Karndum?
Give me a history or a shadow lore check, your choice. Actually, are you?
I'm proficient in shadow lore.
You are. Are you still attuned to that gem?
Yes. Hasn't
What
changed.
gem?
The one that Galadriel gave him.
Oh, yeah!
Okay. Just curious. So as long as you remember what it does. Okay. 20. Yeah. You would know that Karndum, back in its golden age, if you will, was sort of the capital and the citadel for the Witch King of Angmar's kingdom. Not a pleasant place. It's currently abandoned to your knowledge.
So I'm gonna look at him and go, what the fuck were you doing in Karndum?
Oh, we were looking for some
it's a
jewelry.
long story. Yeah. It certainly wasn't pleasant.
Specifically, we were hunting down the crown of Angmar, and we successfully recovered it, but
Yeah.
it ended up being lost.
Yeah, it did. It did get lost. My favorite part was that it was the first time for me going out on an adventure in Middle Earth, and that is where we all decided to go first. Back when, what was this? 10 years ago now, roughly. It was fun. My eyes opened a lot that time.
Has it really been 10 years?
Yeah, let's see, I did not update her age.
I have to.
Yes,
I must
yes,
have,
it was a little less than 10 years. I had gone around, let's see. I was about 19 years at the time, and I'm about 27 now.
You're an interesting lot. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes.
That's the nicest way anyone ever puts it.
That is me putting it nicely.
Typically, it's being called crazy and rash.
But I've
Well,
never been to Dorgudu or Fenbridge Castle, so, been to Angmar. How bad can Dorgudu be?
No, I suppose, but yeah, the as I said, the main concern is that the orcs that have apparently already been at Fenbridge Castle are starting to migrate more and more to the fortress, and obviously Lady Nayla is concerned since that's a bit closer to home in a sense, and my concern is that type of threat getting eventually too big for us to handle when we finally do decide to handle it. I prefer to nip things in the bud earlier than later, so to speak. Which is why I offered the idea of a smaller group or a task force to try to gain more knowledge on what exactly is happening there so that we can be better suited to deal with it in the long run. But then I got into talks about, but where are the wizards and why can't they help us?
Where
And
are the wizards?
I have no idea, but I also tried to say that perhaps the wizards are actually entrusting us with taking care of it ourselves if they don't deem it necessary for them to get involved.
I mean, if they don't deem it necessary, how bad can it be?
I mean, I suppose that is a point also, but I feel as if the wizards may not involve themselves unless it is something truly dire or something that us as the races of Middle-earth cannot handle. But perhaps that's just the tales of legends of old that I'm very fond of speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But regardless, I just wanted to make sure you guys were updated since I was so very quickly updated on what happened on your end last night.
There's also several creatures we can hunt in Mirkwood as well.
Creatures.
Yeah,
I do like to hunt.
The 3 spiders and the werewolf.
I suppose.
But
Or do you believe they are as much of a threat?
you weren't there for Tala, were you?
Thea was not.
Oh, you mean that giant spider that I've been told about between you and Nayla?
Yeah, it nearly killed Mathan and Nayla. And it was just me and Tala going one-on-one.
Yes, that's how it was told to me.
At that point, Saywin and Nayla are actually making their way over.
I would have killed it if it hadn't run away.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how it was told to me.
Is she lying? Is she like being deceptive to like inflate Vidar's ego? Because Vidar knows he's exaggerating.
Give me an insight check. Thea, give me a deception check.
I don't know if I'm honestly trying that hard.
5.
Let the dice decide.
Yeah, good. Yeah, because that's exactly how it happened.
Would you like some more ale, Vidar?
If I'm not paying for it, sure.
I can give another. I know.
Just
You and I had a...
Just tell him to put it on Sailwind's tab. It works for me.
What was that?
Saowen, how are you doing?
Good. Couldn't help but notice the few of you were not in attendance yesterday. Everything enjoying the town?
I had a,
Something like that.
I had previous
I
engagements.
know where you were.
So then why'd you ask? As I take a sip of my drink.
Well, business is business, Vidar. So, let me keep you to it.
Nayla.
Vidar.
Okay, I can't keep my mouth shut because I feel like Nayla's gonna get a kick out of this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Nayla,
I
you're never gonna believe what I did yesterday.
Oh, I wish I
Wait,
was
do
there
I-
right now.
Real quick, do I know what he did?
I don't think you were
No.
there. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It was just Vidar and Salphos.
There's a part of me, Vidar, that is not going to be surprised, but tell me anyway.
I wish I was her.
I
I mean, you are.
Not right now, I'm not.
What do you want me to? You want me to be Matt Mercer, like having Sam play both Darrington and Scanlan at the same time, talking to himself?
Actually, for this, can she do it, please? I just want to see this.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I was gonna
I,
say sure, but
No.
I punched Mogdred in the face multiple times.
Volley's just gonna kind of like lower his food and drink and just be like,
So,
"You fucking did what?"
so negotiations are going well.
What the fuck?
she looks right at Thea.
Honestly, Nayla, admit it. You're jealous it wasn't you punching him in the face.
I wasn't there. I was at the discussions with you.
My points. I don't think your little idea of having him help is going to pan out at this point.
No, I came to that conclusion last night when.
No, it'll still work out. I'm expecting
So
a
are we-
message.
So is this bad? I mean, I know
Good
this guy
message.
is trouble, and
You know, I talked
know
with him
what?
after I punched him in the face multiple times yesterday.
I'll find out later. Fuck it.
I
Oh,
talked with him. Like, we had a heart-to-heart. And
Mhm.
he actually doesn't seem as bad as I previously thought.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I could relate to him for once, and it was surprisingly nice.
That's not concerning at all. Well, I need to think on this. I just came over to say that from the topics of the council today, to my knowledge, is going to be continuing debate on Dogglezor. They're not going to do anything, so I don't know why we're debating it. And they're going to be speaking on expanding the council, so not anything that really terribly concerns you lot. So if you have anything else you would like to do in town, you're more than welcome to do it.
Expanding the council?
I don't know. There's other nobles and lords within Dale and Lake Town and even Erebor that they're floating the idea that they might incorporate them as part of the council for these private discussions the next time they hold them. In any other foreign envoys such as myself, but it's a debate at this point, and it's not probably one that is going to bear any fruit that I can foresee. Honestly, representing the woodmen in the Northern Council, while that would be probably diplomatically beneficial in the long term, I think we have our own internal issues to deal with first, so I'm not terribly keen on the idea right now. And being welcomed into that isn't something that I can 100% speak on without holding a folk mood of our own.
Right.
So, but those are what they're discussing today, so I don't see any real reason that you need to attend unless you would very much like to be in a room full of arrogant men talking back and forth on whether or not the shadow is real or not, and whether it's a threat, and what.
Yeah,
what to do
it's
about it.
fucking real, but okay.
So, I'll be heading off in the next hour or so, Selwyn and myself. It's up to you guys what you would wish to do.
Well, enjoy your meeting. I will not be there.
That's probably for the best. I've heard how you run meetings.
You'll
you apparently
miss me.
punch the person in the face.
It's all a negotiation tactic, and you'll miss me, Nayla.
Sure.
Well,
I
and-
hope.
The two of them walk off.
I need to step out for a second. Vido's gonna go
Okay.
out on the street.
In the street. Okay. You walk outside and there is decent foot traffic passing by. A couple of people pulling small carts, and you just hear like sort of the cacophony of a crowd talking as the sort of merchants square is just right around the corner.
I want to find just a person.
A person. Okay. Simple enough.
Hey, you.
There. Oh,
How would you like to make some coin?
how much we're talking?
1 whole gold piece.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
All you gotta do, go to the main entrance of town and hang out there all day.
Okay.
If you see this person, and I describe Mogdred, leaving town, I want you to come back to this inn and tell me.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I can do that.
And if night comes and he hasn't left and you haven't seen him, come let me know you haven't seen him, and I'll give you an extra gold piece.
Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. So you want to stand out front? If I see him leaving town, come back and tell you.
Easiest money you're ever gonna make.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
And I will hand him 1 gold piece.
Thank you kindly. Ding. And he trots off towards the main gate.
And I return to the inn.
All right.
Oh, you've returned.
Yeah, it was just a quick errand.
Well,
Just like a dwarf just pokes his head out from the door. Doesn't even call the way out. Like, hey you, here's this gold. Go do something for me.
Why do things yourself when you can pay others?
Vidar is establishing a spy network.
I was tempted to go try and find the fangs of Smog, but I feel like that would have cost more trouble than it was worth.
Mm. Okay.
well, I guess the question poses: what do we do now? It doesn't seem like we need to further plan this party we were potentially going to have.
Yeah, the party's canceled.
Happened. Based on what Nayla just described, it seems like even she didn't deem it necessary for me to be there, which I don't blame, considering my proposals from yesterday weren't exactly welcomed. So I suppose we're at a standstill.
I'm expecting a letter, potentially, and I have other business that I have started. So, now, I'm more or less stuck here playing the waiting game.
Oh boy. I might. Winfula has been stuck in the stables for a few days now.
Windfuller, I haven't seen Windfuller in so long.
Yes, I think I might grab some fresh air from everything and take her out on
How
a
long
stroll.
do horses live?
I as Thea know this question, but as Lindsay, I do not. Let me I don't know what is that?
25 to 30 years.
Few decades? Yeah.
How old is Windfaller?
Kind of.
Windfalla, I've had.
I'm establishing a ticking clock here for Windfaller's life.
Thanks.
That's fucking dark.
Windfalla, I have had for a few years already. By the time I met you and Lady Nayla Vidar, so she still has some pep in her step, but she is getting a little on the older side. She may have another 10 years yet.
That's excellent news. I'm still not completely on board that horses are meant to be ridden, but Windfalla is a kind beast.
She can be when she wants to be, if you treat her kindly.
Like,
but yes.
Ponies, I understand. Horses, Well then.
Well, I
you
can at least
go hang out with your horse.
Yes, and if you would like, I could also be some extra eyes and ears, like the person. I don't know that because that was outside.
Like the what?
I can also be some extra eyes and ears to see if I notice
West
anything.
March, have you been are you eavesdropping?
No, I'm not trying to.
I swear I ain't dropping no eaves, Mr. Gandalf. Yeah, if you see anything strange, you know where I'll be.
Absolutely, and Vidar.
Yeah.
I hope you feel a bit better than last night, and I'll get up and leave.
Thanks, the ale helps. Molly,
That was the plan.
arm wrestle me.
Molly.
Oh, you got it, lad.
Gold
Okay.
piece to the winner.
I don't have gold piece, so fuck you.
If I win, you have to do a dare I tell you to. If you win, I will give you 2 gold pieces.
Okay, I feel like I'm fucked regardless, but a gold piece is a gold piece. Let's do it.
Alright, give me opposing athletics checks.
Bonus action fury.
Damn.
12, 12. 27.
Oh man!
I got royally fucked.
Violet, you gripped the iron vice grip that is Vidar's hand, and you weren't even like ready. You were expecting like a 3, 2, 1 go. As soon as you like got that grip into his hand, boom, right into the table.
Okay, so what should I dare you to do, Volley? What should I dare you to do? You are a man of your word, correct?
Yes.
He says begrudgingly.
I would like to see you strip to your undergarments and run down the street and back.
Good night, everybody.
So I'm gonna like turn around my chair, look out the door, look back at him. Can I at least go upstairs and change first?
Of course.
Be right back. So, Volley, man of his word, captain of Seowin's fucking guard, is gonna go upstairs, strip down to his skivvies.
Brian is like, I have lost it all. We're not even a full hour into this stream, and he's like, what's happening?
And I'm gonna run back downstairs.
Vidar's gonna go, woo!
Oh my god.
And I'm taking off on a full fucking sprint.
Please tell me Thea sees this.
You left.
Aww. I want to see it while he's outside and already on Windfall and being like, what?
And just to make things a little bit more justifiable, I'm just gonna yell, "This is for the god!"
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Oh no. Oh no.
Or acrobatics. So your choice.
I'll stick with
Do your
athletics.
best to avoid capture by the town guard. 14.
Oh no.
This is what we do on our day off.
I mean, it's Vida. I don't know what you expected.
All right, I'm not hiding this roll, so you're all gonna see it.
Oh shit.
Oh!
Dang it, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
find another way to get Volley in prison.
The first few guards you pass are sort of taken unawares, and they're a little slow to respond. And you run off as they're trying to chase you down, but the armor that they're wearing, while not a lot, is still enough to slow them down in your lightweight frame.
Sleek and aerodynamic now.
I'm just gonna yell, better lose the armor, lads.
As they sort of like chase you about down a few alleyways until you like slip back into the merchants' quarters where there's a huge crowd, and you just sort of like disappear, taking like a shawl that's for sale and wrapping around and going in disguise until you've arrived back into the inn.
Whoa. Where did that come from?
Don't worry about it.
I guess I technically didn't say you had to remain in your skivvies the entire time.
Loophole.
You're shrewd, I'll give you that. Shrewd and honorable. You're a good man, Volley.
Yes, now hopefully the guard doesn't recognize me again.
If you get thrown in jail, I'll bail you out. I got the coin.
So, Thea, you just went off to go check in on Windfalla?
Yeah, as she has done every morning, she's gonna try to get like a lay of the land of the community and what they're talking or gossiping about, and seeing if she can get any news from that. And then yeah, she's gonna take Windfalla kind of like on a stroll and just pretty much go around like the perimeter of everything before she ends up returning and seeing if to clear her mind and whatnot, but also seeing if she just notices anything.
Okay, is that news from afar? Feature?
Yes.
Is that investigation?
Should be. Where to go? I don't see it.
I don't know.
Ever watchful. Sorry. News
Ever
from afar, I
watchful.
think, is scholar.
Okay.
You know, because scholars and
Okay.
wardens and wanderers have.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. I mean, it's a world of knowledge.
Yes.
So there's
With
a lot.
let's see, with advantage.
Yes, with a DC of like 12. Yeah. With a plus 10, I mean, it's just like, DC 12. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is word on the street of a fight that took place at one of the inns last night.
Oh, gee.
There's some merchants that have come in recently and spoke of a man atop horseback making his way east through the elf path. They said he appears to be foreign, speaks in a strange accent, but is wearing fairly like what's the word? Not extravagant, but fine clothes that seem to be above like most people's station.
Going east to Elf Path.
Going east on the elf path, so
Sorry.
he's heading towards Escarotha and
On Elf Path.
Erebor.
Oh, so he's coming here.
Maybe they saw him on the elf path and he's heading east. He could go anywhere at that point.
Oh.
but he's heading in
Um,
this direction.
Wearing extravagant stuff. Did they describe at all the extravagant clothing and outerwear? Or just saying...
They said he wore a cloak, so the outerwear itself was a bit hard to see.
Okay.
In terms for like a passerby. They just said it appeared to be of superior make.
Alrighty. Did they happen to say, well, if he's east on the elf path, then there's no way to...
Atop a white horse. Rode on a white horse.
White horse. Does that sound familiar?
I mean, it's a white horse.
Is it, what's the thing I have? Does that...
The description from, like, the description of a white horse is too vague for you to, like, even...
know about
because it could be anything. Based on the very limited details people have been saying. But this is a handful of merchants who just came in, like, the other night and have just set up shop. So they either passed him or they had seen him at some point in their travels that he was moving this direction.
Okay. I don't know if it's what I think it might be. Out of pure curiosity, upon hearing that, Thea will decide to have her stroll on Winfula, so to speak, or lack of better terms. She'll go out further at a distance, like about an hour or two's worth, out toward, I guess, that direction to see if she runs into somebody like that, and then head back.
So you're gonna leave Lake Town?
Yeah, at this point, she's curious enough.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Or actually perception, sorry. You are looking for something specific, but it's such a large area you're searching in, so give me a perception.
Okay.
17. You ride out about 2 hours from Lake Town. You cross the lake, and get back onto the mainland, and start heading towards Mirkwood itself. The roads are quiet. There's no one out here, other than wildlife.
Okay. I assume by the time I get back, those shops are closed from the merchants.
You rode out about 2 hours?
An hour or two, yeah. Probably two, to be honest. So another 2 back.
You would arrive back by like 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So they would probably still be open. They're sort of like as soon as the sun rises until there's like no light is essentially when they're going, because that's their livelihood.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what do I do?
I don't know. What would you like to do?
I mean, they're probably not talking about him anymore. Probably should have tried talking to them first. You know what? I'm just going to keep making... Am I allowed to, like, peruse town while on Winfula, or do I need to stable her? Okay.
No.
What?
No, I thought you were asking me, am I allowed to do this? And I was like, no, absolutely not. Were you asking, is there a law in the town?
Right.
It's not... There's no law against it. The roadways, since it's a floating city, the roadways are pretty narrow, so it's just sort of hard to maneuver her around, especially when it gets crowded. It's doable, but you couldn't really hit back streets or or crowded places for the most part, and any areas that might have really narrow bridges or load-bearing bridges would not let her across.
Then when I return, I will put her back in the stables, treat her, make sure she's fed and whatnot, spend some time, and then I will pretty much spend the rest of the day that has sunlight to kind of keep perusing around town and see if I notice anybody of that description, or what did they say? They said he was speaking in like a weird dialect or accent or something, right?
Yeah.
So I'll try to just, well, it's Lake Town, that's a little vague, but I will try to see if I can just hear or see anything that just matches what they were talking about.
Okay. Go ahead and just give me another perception check as you're just sort of waltzing about.
A little better.
21. You walk around Lake Town for a few hours with what light you have left. You don't find or hear anyone that seems to match that description, but you do, oddly enough, find one of the merchants you overheard talking about them earlier that day.
Oh, okay.
So you find them. So whether or not you approach and ask anything about anything more to them.
I'll walk up and talk to them. Why not? Excuse me.
Yes, hail traveler. Would you like something to purchase? Coin burning a hole in your pouch?
Actually, what are they selling?
What are they selling?
Chocolate!
They have assortment of like fabrics and sort of crafting materials.
Oh.
So
okay.
Craftsman's tools, fabrics, leathers, sort of like a hodgepodge of different things.
Okay.
Threads.
Okay. Oh, I do, but I just had a quick question if you don't mind.
Sure.
I couldn't help but overhear earlier that you were speaking about someone who was heading this direction toward Lake Town, but wasn't of here, was wearing something very extravagant, on horseback, a white horse.
Oh, yes. I did come across the man of such description.
I was just curious if you happened to know who this person was or anything. See, I'm looking for someone of similar description that is a long-lost relative of mine. So I'm just trying to... Yes, I don't want to go into it. It is a tragic story, but I'm just trying to reunite, so to speak. So it is a bit of a hunt and cost.
Well, I did not speak with him long. Being on two horses, it moved a bit faster than his. But we did stop and chat for a few minutes. The strange dialect accent he has, it was kind of hard to make out what he said at times. I don't even know where he's from. But I did get a name. His name is Drustin.
Does that sound familiar?
Give me a lore. Give me a traditions or a lore check, your choice.
They are both the same. Okay.
Well, it depends on what type of information you want out of it then.
What type of information do I want? I guess I'll do traditions.
Okay.
Heyo!
Hey. The name itself is not familiar. You do not personally know anybody by that name. However, the name does give you a little bit of an inkling at who this person might be. This is a name that bears its origin in Dunland, which is a neighbor to Rohan.
Okay. So then, all right. So, okay. Oh, it might be. So then, just a quick confirmation. Did his speaking mannerism sound a little bit like this? And she's gonna say a few sentences that are more true to her, like Rohanian or Rohirrim, sorry, like dialect or accent in the crap does she speak? What is it?
Western.
Tongue of Rohan. Yeah.
Yeah. Close, I think, but no, it sounded different. Like nothing I've heard before.
I see. Well, did he happen to say if he was going to make a stop here?
I didn't ask.
That's all right. Perhaps I'll keep an eye out then. I believe that may be the name of the long lost relative I am seeking, but my family never gave me a name, so I'm more or less going off of description and some notes for my family. But I very much appreciate it. If I may, for your time, I'd love to buy this fabric, and I'm gonna point to like this like vivid, like silky, shiny red, like almost satin-like fabric, but that's like also thick for warmer weather.
Thick for warmer weather. Okay. You were going one way with that description. And I was like, okay, this is coming from here, and you're like thick for warm weather. I'm like, they don't make that.
Something like something that looks really nice and elegant, basically, but would still kind of match the kind of like Nordic dress in a sense for the people of Rohan.
Okay. Yes, this one is a bit of a specialty that I've been able to trade around for. This is 1 gold.
Perfect. And you know what? Because I do very much appreciate your time. Here, and I'll give her 2. Them 2.
Thank you.
What? I am a benevolent Rohirrim.
That is way too generous. That's 100% tip. Oh my god.
Oh, please. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. There's no arguing with you people.
But thank you. I very much appreciate the help.
Okay. So, you head off with whatever information that you've gleaned from that conversation. Vali, is there anything you wish to do today, or are you sort of in a holding pattern as well?
Kind of staying in the holding pattern as well, just checking out the town per Seowin's request.
I hope Seowin hears rumor of a man running.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Volley. Where are you? Just about town, or is there anywhere in particular you're sort of?
Just kind of about town. Just kind of like looking like where he recommended. Looking a little bit more.
He didn't point in any specific direction. He just kind of said to keep an eye out and be wary. So he didn't have anything more than that. He's sort of acting on that feeling, if anything.
Then just about town it is.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Natural one.
Oh no!
Yep, that's a town, all right. That's a building. That's a house.
There's some
That's
people.
Hey, but Kevin, you should be proud because your natural 1 put the count to 69, so you can take that pride because I know you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Kevin, I wouldn't have cared, but I know he would have wanted to know.
So you even though you are a bard and you are used to Dale in these cities, you've spent a few years in Sunstead, which is a quiet country town. So being back among crowded streets, noisy market squares, it's actually a little bit hard for you to get your bearings and actually fully or listen and observe things. There are now too many distractions for you. You get used to this. In time, you probably get reacclimated to it, but there's not too much to see right now. In fact, there's too much to see. Too healthy.
Like the pizza diet.
Yep.
Okay.
Unfortunately, looking about, you don't see anything that's alarming about town. So, with that,
Well, with that note,
yeah, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, but you're probably gonna say it anyway. With that note, just pretty much just go about my day and then go back.
Okay, so the rest of the day pretty much goes uneventfully. Is that a word?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
wanted to say I wanted to say uneventful, but I was like, that doesn't fit this sentence. Anyway, with about 2 exceptions, in the late afternoon, Vidar, a runner, comes and finds you.
Yeah, I was
Hey!
expecting it.
It is sort of a scrawny individual, and in fact, seems to bear no not resemblance, but you don't have any recollection of this person being part of Mogdred's party in the past few hours. Not to say he's not there, but it's just you haven't seen him before. He arrives, sort of like gaunt features. His face is a little dirtied. Greetings, Master Dwarf. I come with a message from Lord Mogdred. The Lord regrets to inform you that he has rescinded his offer.
No. That's not what I wanted to hear.
Oh.
Do you work for Mordred, or did he just pay you to run this?
He just paid me to run this, sir.
Excellent.
So
Well.
I will not beat your face in.
I don't think I would have anyway.
Yeah.
Don't shoot the
The guy's like-
messenger.
The guy's like, I don't even know what this is about. The guy gave me money to come find a dwarf at an inn.
Did he give you a gold?
He gave me something. Unfortunately, he regrets to inform me that he has rescinded his offer and will not be aiding the construction of the road. Yes, road. I believe that's what he said.
Yes, it all makes sense. But did he tell you?
Oh, good.
Nah, I'm not playing Callan here, so I can't do that. I gotta fight my chaotic nature. Thank you very much.
Oh, welcome, sir. And he runs off. Do you do anything with that information immediately?
That face. Oh no. Are we doing an impromptu party?
I'm gonna go for a walk on the town.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Okay. Vidar goes and walks on out, back out into the world. Just taking a walk, clearing the air. So that was in the early afternoon that message arrived. Or late afternoon, sorry. Late afternoon.
I'm actually gonna do something specific on my walk.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, go figure.
Oh no.
It might not work, because I kind of suck.
Are you serious right
but
now?
I want to see if I can track down any members of the Fangs of Smaug if they're still around.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Throwing you for a curveball here.
No, I'm just trying to think of how would you like to track them down, or at least see if you can find somebody in Vidar's tactful manner.
Well, I would say because I've already engaged in combat with them here in town a long time ago, I'd probably would start there and do more of an investigation to see if I can track what would seem like a member down instead of just asking, because it's not something you ask around.
You don't find them, they find you. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check to see if you can find just sort of any remnants. 12.
Hey, you.
He's in Dale.
Dang it! I thought he wasn't. Oh gosh.
No, he's
I
in
cannot.
In Dale? I have contacts in Dale.
Oh, he
He does. Vidar does have contacts in Dale.
We'll see how this pans out.
I can't keep straight the events that happened between the two cities in the past.
So I can go two ways with Random Rogue. One is he's in Dale, and that's where he appeared. That's where he operates. Two, Random Rogue is a storytelling tool who appears wherever he is needed.
I mean,
Which on a
I'm not
natural
saying
20,
no.
he will appear wherever the fuck you want him to appear. But with a 12,
Path in Mirkwood. Hey, you.
yeah, right. Hey, come here. Come off the path. No, I don't want to come off. Yeah, come off the path.
Oh my god, an illusion.
What do you
Minds of Moria.
Oh my god, mine's of
Hey, Balrog, come here.
Yeah, two dungeons deep. Hey, you. Hey, quit fighting that Balrog. I gotta tell you something.
A 12.
Just give it to me.
Yeah, unfortunately, no, you cannot find anybody either running sort of like a scheme or setting up like casing in any place or just waltzing about. You don't see anyone that's recognizably to you part of the guild. Not that you know anybody personally. And you don't see anyone that outwardly seems to be part of them.
It's probably a good thing that he doesn't find anybody, because he's angry and he doesn't make the best decisions when he's angry.
But you're out for probably 40 minutes to an hour doing this.
Yeah.
Do you head back, or do you just
I'll
blow off steam?
blow off steam a little bit and then I'll head back.
Okay. You make your way back, and as you walk in, you see a familiar face that you had given a gold to earlier in the day. Oh, there you are. I tried to find you about 20 minutes ago. The guy you described just left town.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Of course he did.
Time to sprint.
Thank you. Here's your other gold piece.
Thank you, sir. And he heads out.
I'm not gonna go out by myself.
Is anybody doing anything else?
I'm waiting till everyone's back in at the tavern.
At this point, everyone has made their way back.
I was going to ask, since I was still kind of out, well, I guess based on my perceptions and being busy with the merchant, I probably didn't notice or cross paths with him leaving.
We need to talk.
Figured.
I would have told you.
Okay. Talk?
You two, we need to talk somewhere private.
Okay.
Very well. One of our rooms, perhaps?
That would work.
Who to punch now?
Nobody.
All right.
I'm planning
lead
a
the way.
punching. So I take him up to the room. I shut the door, and I just. So, unsurprisingly, perhaps, Mogdred has withdrawn all aid. And my sources tell me he has skipped town earlier today.
Do you know if he left to return home?
I don't know, but if I must admit that I want to give pursuit. If he has the orb on him, I've decided I still want to relieve him of it to help Nayla. Because I'm the one who got him the orb. I'm the one who got him in that mess. I should be the one to get him out. And there's no deal now to worry about jeopardizing.
Okay, well, it's certainly no different than what we were. It's not too different in terms of goal to accomplish that we were trying to plan beforehand, so
I think it's a little better because it's in the wilderness now.
Yes, I think perhaps if we plan this well enough, we may be able to
Hydrate.
we may be able to accomplish an element of surprise, so to speak. Especially if it's starting to become nightfall.
This means we move out now. We have to find their tracks and catch up with them and hope they camp for the night.
Vidar, I assume you don't have a horse. Folly, do you have a horse? I can at least take one other person on Windfulla with me, and I'm sure that way we can catch up. But there are currently 3 of us. I don't think I can take everybody on Windfulla. Windfulla might not be happy about that. Let's see. Or someone, I don't know if it... Perhaps if I go to the stables now, perhaps I can rent a horse from there or something for us to use.
Let us go to the stables.
Yes.
Right now.
Are you in, Volley?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right.
Good man.
Well, I guess it's time to party.
It's time to fucking party.
I love it. Please let's make that a soundbite.
If our soundbites worked.
Yeah. All right. Thea will immediately get up and make sure she grabs her stuff, and she's gonna lead to the stables.
Okay. You guys rush over towards the front, near the front gate where the stables are, where Windfulla is currently kept. You come up to one of the stable masters.
Yes.
Who she seems a little put off, and it would seem like how quickly you sort of come up and you have urgency in your eyes. She's like,
yes.
Yes. Do you need your horse?
Yes, I do need my horse. I apologize for the urgency.
I would also like to inquire about purchasing a horse.
Or borrowing one from the knight. We just need one additional horse for this urgent request that we just received.
Oh dear. Let me see here. Are you renting or purchasing?
I want to purchase.
My friend wants to purchase.
Very well. That would be 150 gold.
I cough up 150 gold out of my 292.
I was gonna say, I got just enough.
Volley's just standing there like a kid with his parents at the grocery store.
Very well.
Does that include the bounding?
Yeah.
Okay. I have my own pet horse now. Getting in. I am.
Okay. All right. Vidar, do you know how to ride a horse? You're going to figure it out. Okay. Do you need help?
I can steer it. I know how to ride.
Horse, tell me, what is your name?
Can I?
None of that. It whinnies.
Very well. I understand. I will try and climb the horse. I am a medium-sized creature. I'm
Can
not
I-
small.
Can I,
Yeah.
as Vidar's trying to get on the horse, can I just make sure the horse is calm during, so like
was gonna
not
have-
sensing our urgency and whatnot? I just want to like
My
soothe
animal
it and
handling
pet it.
isn't terrible.
Okay, I was gonna say Thea just wanted to help make sure the horse was calm as Vidar was trying to get on.
So Vidar, give me an animal handling check at advantage because
Yes.
Thea is actively trying to keep it calm.
16.
Okay.
16. That is enough to use a step stool and get on top, because even for Vidar's height, despite being medium, it's a big beast
Yes,
for him.
it's like Gimli on a horse. I've seen him on Gimli on a horse. It's hard
Yeah.
for him to get up.
All right.
So yeah.
Let's see. Volley, what are you best with?
How much for that step stool?
A silver?
I toss her a silver, and I attach the step stool to the horse's binding.
Oh, I don't recommend that at all.
Do you have a
But
better
show
idea?
horse now.
Okay.
Show horse now.
Volley, are you good with ranged weapons?
Very good.
Right. I propose that if I'm on Winfula and then Volley is on the other horse with Vidar, then we at least have both what do I want to say? Both groups on horseback having ranged opportunities if need be.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Like, we're on shaky ground with Mogdred and his people now. We will be enemies with him if we go through with this.
Fine.
I have already begun to see that that might already be the case in seeing as how you and both Nayla speak about him. So I don't think relations were good to begin with.
The goal here is just to see if we can recover the orb.
Yes, let's at least try to first be stealthy about it.
Yes.
Small ambush.
I will hang back. I'm not stealthy.
Great.
If
All right.
combat breaks out, I will join you in the fray.
All right. Volley, does that sound good to go on the horse with Vidar? All right. I'll hop on Winfula, and I'll already, without barely saying anything, I'll give the command to go when I start heading off.
All right.
Before I head on the horse, I'm gonna like just pet it on the nose and then hop on it.
All right.
Not
so you-
no pet it, not. Goddamn.
Boop! Boop the nose.
Horse kicks me.
until Volley dies.
At least he had fun streaking.
So he streaks through Lake Town and then dies by a horse kick to the face.
What a way to go.
What a 24 hours.
Saoin's gonna come back next morning and be like, "Where's my guy?"
Yeah, he's just gonna Alec Baldwin going. Anyway,
I
okay,
shall name my horse Steel.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
It dies first.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
You named it. You've attached to it.
I'm attached to
no,
it.
it dies.
I was attached to the 150 gold I spent on it.
Yeah. Thea, you mount Winfula and you issue a short, sharp whistle, and she takes off, her hooves clopping against the wooden boardwalk, and the rest of you follow suit and make your way across the bridge as the sun is setting and
Ollie.
night is falling.
How good are your tracking skills?
In the wilderness, they're top notch.
Find Mordred's tracks. We'll follow them.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
you
hop.
guys-
I'm gonna hop off the horse and get down like a bloodhound.
All right, so you guys get across the bridge and onto the mainland. You pull back on the reins and hold up briefly. Volley, you hop down. Give me a survival check.
By the way,
And are we in the wilderness?
Yes.
So I got advantage on all survival checks.
By the way, I looked at a pony because I was gonna buy a pony because I'm a dwarf, but
Yeah.
I have a faster speed than a pony does. So horse was the only option.
17. You think you found
24.
Oh, right.
Advantage.
Especially when
24.
tracking something.
Yeah, 24. You find a clump of horse tracks heading west. Multiple horses, at least 3. That
Got 3.
seem to go briefly west, right before the elf path, and then they cut south and follow the river running.
And then I'll repeat pretty much that back to the company.
Okay, let's ride.
Absolutely.
All right.
I will keep my eyes
you-
peeled in the dark for a camp if they have camped.
So you guys depart from the northern region of Erebor and Dale and Esgaroth, and you head along
Going
the
way
river
off the
running.
rails.
As the sun begins to set, we are going to take a short break.
Brian
God.
needs it.
Yeah, Brian's probably like, here we go.
You think this is bad? Wait till everything else happens.
Oh no.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hail, adventurer. Are you a dungeon master with a desire to transport your players to fantastical settings? Perhaps they are deep in the dungeon of a mad lich.
Fools, you have intervened for the last time. Let's see you survive my fireball.
Or perhaps the party has just come across bandits, and the Goliath monk releases a flurry of blows and a stunning strike to gain control of the conflict. Nice rolls on the attack.
Or maybe the party is taking a breather after another difficult quest. If this sounds like something you want at your next TTRPG session, then head over to battlebards.com. By subscribing to BattleBards Prime, you get the ability to immerse your players in your campaign. You'll get complete streaming access to the libraries of both BattleBards and Plate Mail games. And whether your game is in person or virtual, you won't be limited as you will have access to a caster and a mixer to be able to broadcast the tracks to all of your players. And of course, if you want to download and keep any tracks, then you get 20% off all in-store purchases. So what are you waiting for, adventurer? A quest posting at the local guild hall? Get over to battlebards.com and subscribe today, and use the coupon code ADVENTURE at checkout. Stay proficient, adventurers. Hail, adventurer. Are you a dungeon master with a desire to transport your players to fantastical settings? Perhaps they are deep in the dungeon of a mad lich.
Fools, you have intervened for the last time. Let's see you survive my fireball.
Or perhaps the party has just come across bandits, and the Goliath monk releases a flurry of blows and a stunning strike to gain control of the conflict. Nice rolls on the attack. Or maybe the party is taking a breather after another difficult quest. If this sounds like something you want at your next TTRPG session, then head over to battlebards.com. By subscribing to BattleBards Prime, you get the ability to immerse your players in your campaign. You'll get complete streaming access to the libraries of both BattleBards and Platemail games. And whether your game is in person or virtual, you won't be limited, as you will have access to a caster and a mixer to be able to broadcast the tracks to all of your players. And of course, if you want to download and keep any tracks, then you get 20% off all in-store purchases. So what are you waiting for, adventurer? A quest posting at the local guild hall? Get over to battlebards.com and subscribe today, and use the coupon code ADVENTURE at checkout. Stay proficient, adventurers. Hail, adventurer. Are you a dungeon master with a desire to transport your players to fantastical settings? Perhaps they are deep in the dungeon of a mad lich.
Fools, you have intervened for the last time. Let's see you survive my fireball.
Or perhaps the party has just come across bandits, and the Goliath monk releases a flurry of blows and a stunning strike to gain control of the conflict. Nice rolls on the attack. Or maybe the party is taking a breather after another difficult quest. If this sounds like something you want at your next TTRPG session, then head over to battlebards.com. By subscribing to BattleBards Prime, you get the ability to immerse your players in your campaign. You'll get complete streaming access to the libraries of both BattleBards and Platemail games. And whether your game is in person or virtual, you won't be limited, as you will have access to a caster and a mixer to be able to broadcast the tracks to all of your players. And of course, if you want to download and keep any tracks, then you get 20% off all in-store purchases. So what are you waiting for, adventurer? A quest posting at the local guild hall? Get over to battlebards.com and subscribe today, and use the coupon code ADVENTURE at checkout. Stay proficient, adventurers.
And we're back. Kind of.
Hi!
I am
Well-
going to get my entire party killed. Actually, it's a group effort, because they could have said no, and they didn't fight back at all.
Yeah, but hindsight's 2020.
They left Salphos behind. So there's that.
So real quick,
Okay.
unless Brian was going to say this,
I was about to say it, but go for
tomorrow.
it. Yes.
Oh, okay. You can if you want.
Nope. Go ahead. You
All
know
right,
what?
well,
You go
real-
and say it. You better know what you're saying.
So real quick, because of
Let Kevin say it.
yeah. So because tomorrow is September 1st, which a lot of Twitch streamers have been saying it will be the Twitch blackout for the day, we will not be streaming me mini painting tomorrow on Twitch. However, I do still plan to paint. So instead of streaming it on Twitch, I will actually be in the Discord server, and I will paint on there on our Hangout channels. So it may not be on Twitch, as I said, but you are more than welcome to still join me and say hi, verbally this time instead of in chat, and keep company as we paint, as I paint at the very least. You can paint too if you want. I don't care. And yeah, so not on Twitch again, but on Discord, same time and everything. I'm going to finish the downed ATST that I started painting a few weeks ago, before the charity stream and everything. And yeah, it's just going to be a fun hangout time as always, just different platform. So I think that's the main announcement and update for now, unless I missed something. But yeah, see you there.
Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much it. Everything else on schedule is correct. So, our technically streaming tomorrow, just not on Twitch. We'll be on Discord. So, come have fun with that. Sorry, I am got a million things going on in my head right
We
now.
threw him off.
We throw him off hard.
Oh yeah. This is worse than Lothlorien. I can handle
Yeah.
that was not a problem.
This, depending how this goes, will have campaign-wide repercussions.
This might be fun. Yeah.
Oh, there were already repercussions. So now I keep remembering random things and I'm trying to find them and I have no idea where the hell they are, so.
Good thing Vidar has the ability pierced by many arrows. Don't know how much that'll help him.
think, or is that my?
All that means is every time I go to 0 hit points, I can attempt a con save to come back to 1 instead of going down. But like, I'll be at 1 hit point. Like, anything that hits me, I'll have to make the
You're
save
just gonna
again.
keep.
And it gets worse and worse and worse.
Jeez.
Like, the save, I think, starts at 10, and then it goes up by 5 each time.
Oh wow.
Yep. So the first time you use it, the DC's 10, the second time it's 15, the third time it's 20, the fourth time it's 25.
Yeah, good luck with that afterwards.
I think 4 times is the most I can ever use it. Yeah, because I can't hit a 30 DC, even with a natural 20.
Alright, so let's get back into something. So the 3 of you depart upon horseback from Esgaroth, following the trail that Vali has picked up of several horse hooves heading west and then south, following the river running. So let's get some chase music up in here. Alright. So as the sun sets in the west, as it just begins to dip behind the misty mountains, which, you know, from where you are, really hard to see because there's a forest right there. But it is getting very dark out, and the clouds are obscuring the moonlight tonight, so it is extremely dark. Those with dark vision, dwarves, can see a little bit better, but for the most part, the rest of you are having trouble seeing in the night. The horses might be fine. I don't know if the horses have whatever. So you continue to follow the river as you hear its current pick up and splash against the shore sides and move between the rocks in the river. You hear the creatures of the night, the chirps and the crickets, and even the rustling of the bushes coming from the eaves ever so just off to your right. But you keep the trail and you keep pressing on. Vali, give me another survival check.
You got it. Maybe.
It's thinking about it. The anticipation.
20.
There we go.
20. In the dark, it is difficult to keep the trail, especially with a well-traversed area, but you do believe you still have it, and you continue to follow it as it veers a little bit further away from the river and almost keeps more in line with the tree line. Is anybody doing anything while you're trying to keep pace?
I'm just keeping perception eyes out to see if I see any signs of an encampment or them on horseback.
Same.
Okay, perception checks. Are you proceeding at full gallop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come steal. Show me the meaning of haste.
Woohoo!
17.
24, 17. Both of you don't see any signs yet of any other travelers or campsites, torches, anything like that. But you follow Vali's lead and continue to follow the trail as you've been on horseback probably for about 40 minutes. Vidar, give me an animal handling check.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
You are not used to
13.
riding the horse.
That's
13.
higher than 10.
It is. You are
That's a
able
fact.
to stay in the saddle, though it is difficult. You are holding on. This is not your expertise, not by a long shot.
Are we supposed to be hearing chase music?
Yes.
I don't
still
think it's
hear that.
No. Does
I was-
nobody hear anything?
I don't
No,
think you changed it.
I think it
I
was
did.
chase music and it changed away from chase music.
Yeah, it's one of the soundtracks from my painting album.
I didn't touch anything. So if I hit stop
Stopped.
and completely kill
Yep.
the momentum that I had, and I hit play,
Yep.
There it is.
Chase music.
Cool. Yep, I was still hearing like. Boo, 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 boo,
No,
boo, 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 boo.
no, it is not what I had. I hit stop before I even transitioned to that.
All right, all good. You asked Volley to do another check.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
He was describing
No, yes,
how
for
unskilled I am at
animal
riding
handling.
horses.
My bad. I thought he. Whatever.
You press on. The horses stamping away at the ground beneath them. Some dust kicking up, but as you get further and further south, the ground ceases to become dry. A rain had swept through here just the other day, and it is now a bit of a muddied trail that has seemed to have slowed down your pace just a bit. But you could probably assume whoever you're pursuing is also encountering the same issues. As you continue to move, I need perception checks from everybody,
Alrighty.
as you've now been on horseback for over.
So
Oh.
my perception is doubled
18.
when in the wilderness.
Sure.
Yep.
23, 18.
Woo!
20, 20. Okay. Okay. All three of you, up ahead, probably about 150 feet off, the eaves of Mirkwood sort of jut out a bit, and there seems to be somewhere where like trees were probably cut down at one point, so it's like carved out into the path that goes in between two clumps of trees, the left and the right, that goes straight through. And from where you are, about 200 feet off, you can make out what seems to be figures in that area.
Vidar is just gonna try and stop Steel.
Same.
Okay. You pull back.
I'm gonna immediately
Slow.
I'm gonna try to pull back on Windflow and have her just slow down and be quiet as she stops.
Okay.
Molly, dismount. Scout.
Mhm.
Scout ahead, if you will. People up ahead in the forest clumps. We need confirmation on who they are.
Vidar, get off the horse. I can take both horses and try to hide them somewhere.
Vidar will hop off Steel.
I'm gonna lead the horses to, like, I don't know if there are like some other trees nearby where I can kind of hide them in the brush and whatnot in the darkness by the trees, or a mound of some sort of big rocks or whatever.
Give me. Yeah, no, there's a clump of trees you can move behind from
You
where
okay?
you are.
Take care of Steel.
They'll be all right. I'm gonna once I hide them there, I'm going to take both of their reins and I'm gonna tie them to something that can kind of keep them in place, like a
Okay.
large trunk or a large branch of a tree that will keep hold.
Are you just sort of keeping them there, or are you trying to hide them?
I'm trying to hide them.
Stealth check.
Okay.
Are you staying with them?
No, I'm just gonna leave them there, but I want them to be hidden as we're gone.
Survival check.
Survival check. Okay.
Yes, because you are trying to camouflage and hide them.
Sounds good. 24.
Good thing I'm with a couple of rangers.
I'm not, though.
Yeah, 24. You hide them behind several thick bushes and a couple of trees,
Okay.
and you tie off their reins to keep them from moving.
Cool. And I'm gonna
or
do
moving
like
away.
I'm gonna pet both of them a little bit and kind of do some like some calm like shh, it's okay. We'll be right back and everything. Like little sweet nothings. And then leave.
Okay.
And then
Alright.
I'll leave and join back with Vidar and wait for Volley to return.
Okay. Vale. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go scout
All right.
quietly.
Okay. Stealth check.
He just walks out in the
Hold
open.
on.
I was waiting for it.
I'm scouting. Hey, everybody in the woods, I'm scouting.
Wait
Volley.
for it.
What's good?
That's how Vidar would do it.
Hang on, let me make sure I don't get any things I need to be aware of.
What are you two doing?
Okay.
You sitting there?
Hanging back.
Are you trying to be out of sight or
I'm-
anything?
I'm gonna be out of
Vidar-
sight.
Ooh.
Vidar is going to. Vidar's gonna crouch. He doesn't want to go prone, but he's gonna crouch and he's going to hold a dash action, and the trigger is gonna be combat. If I think combat is breaking out, I'm going to dash in there.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll that. I'm gonna burn inspiration.
You still have that?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
I felt like Volley was more stealthy, but I mean that's more stealthy than me.
What level are you as a wanderer? Oh, did we lose him?
No.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
The shadow claims one. Just reaches out.
One down.
You. Oh, okay. Are you back?
Yeah.
12. Okay.
Well, I'm assuming I'm back.
Yeah, you've been freezing up. What level are you?
8.
No, I don't think you. No, I don't think you have that stuff yet. Oh no, because that's Nayla's armor. Never mind.
Yeah, you're special.
Nayla's very extra special.
Yeah.
She has special pet. She has
Wait,
special
she
armor.
has- But she gets advantage on stealth for 2 different reasons, and I think one of them is a wanderer feature, but I don't think that's until level 10, so.
Probably.
Oops.
Okay. 12.
Sorry.
Shit.
You head off about 150 feet, 175 feet, to get a better look at this area where the sort of the trees split, and you see a very small creek runs through it too, that helps the ambient noise in the world. You get closer and closer, and you see several forms sort of scattered about as you get closer. Seemingly, if they were trying to hide, they're not hiding too well. But it's a bit of likewise to you as you are trying to slowly move up and keep to the brush. You walk through and you find in the sort of the rain that came through here, you step into like a deep muddied section, almost like marsh, and you go to move forward and your foot actually gets stuck, and as you pull it out, it goes like pops out, and it just can be heard for like probably about 30 feet away. It's loud enough that it just echoes through the trees, and you're let loose. And you take
Uh-oh.
as they were holding their actions.
Oh no, they were expecting trouble. And Mogdred just passed through?
22, a 14, a 21, and a 16 to hit.
Hold on. You cut out on a couple of those.
So I know the 22 and the 21 will hit. 14.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh,
So all 4 hit. That's a total. Let me break out a calculator here.
oh no.
Just because I'm bad at math, that doesn't mean it's a
Yeah.
lot of dice. 22 piercing damage as 4 arrows through the darkness. 2 of them sort of catch you in the shoulder, 1 sort of nicks your arm, and the other one just sort of grazes your one leg. But you take 22 piercing damage, and I need 4 separate Constitution saving throws.
If this is poison, I have poison resistance for a level 8 Wanderer.
That makes you resistance to the damage.
Oh.
It doesn't make you resistant to like the poison effects.
Damn
So
it.
if somebody deals poison damage to you, or you take poison damage, you will take half of it. So 13 on the first one, 20, 11, 19. 3 of those succeed. The 11 will fail.
Oh wow.
As the one of the ones that actually catches you in the shoulder gets through enough of your armor to actually get a bit of the poison tipped into the bloodstream. You are now poisoned for 1 minute.
That's some bullshit. Poison resistance is poison resistance.
Resistance to the damage.
There's unfortunately
there's immune to effects.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Does this trigger my held action?
Nope.
So that was technically a surprise on Volley, so I'm gonna cause an initiative, and then you can, before the initiative starts, you can run in
Okay.
for your dash.
Just 45 feet toward volley.
Yep. Yeah, and you're 200 feet away.
Okay.
I should have given you inspiration, because I'm a warden. Balls.
So give me 1 second. Let me just,
Actually,
transition
you
a
would have been
whole
too far
bunch
away.
Let me just.
Oh no.
Let me just make some maps.
These are
a
not
bigger
the
map
creatures we are looking for.
But the fact
No.
that Mogdred came through here and wasn't ambushed by them,
They could
It
have
poses
been.
questions, but there's logical answers.
yeah, they were waiting for somebody, and now I'm the DM.
So I'm just gonna do this,
Oh no.
and then I'm gonna do. Nope, wrong layer. And somebody guessed it in the break. This is the revelation of the eye, the hunt.
Oh, that was Matt.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah, good call, Matt. I think.
So volley.
Where you need me, coach?
Be right about nya.
Where's Nya?
Big
Am I on the wrong?
Oh yeah, this is big brain time.
Right about nya, if you can see.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Boop.
Okay, so where is Vidar? Off the map?
I was gonna say we're probably
so
off the
far
map.
off the map.
So 200. I was 200 feet
from-
away from volley.
Yeah.
Roughly, yeah, and he's like 20 feet from the edge.
Okay.
So
I have moved.
Never know.
Before initiative, I moved 45 feet as my held action. That's I'm 155 feet away.
we remove this and go ahead and Thea, go ahead and put yourself on there so you can roll initiative.
Alrighty.
Because otherwise you won't have a token.
I'm gonna. I don't remember. Do I need?
Are you asking about Windfall's initiative?
I'm not gonna worry. Yeah, but I
Because
think.
she's currently tied to a tree.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
she.
gonna worry about Steel's initiative.
Yeah, but she used to act on my turn, right? Because she's just a mount, not a pet. Or
Right. Well, so 9 times out of 10 you would be riding her.
yeah.
So it would.
And if I
be-
had her do something, it took my action. Like her
It depen- it-
charge.
I think the charge is a specific case.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to make sure if
Because-
I was just trying to make sure or remember if I usually rolled initiative for Windfall, but I don't think I did.
I only ever had you roll initiative for Haru.
Yep. Okay. I was just making sure.
I gotta find all my goblins.
Bop. What'd I get? Oh.
Alright, and where is... No, right now, get out of here. Where is... I haven't used some of these guys in a while. I am... Where'd he go? Ah, there he is. Okay, so let's go ahead and now I need to roll initiatives. Oh wait, is that really? Oh. 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 Bear with me. I gotta do stuff.
You are fine. I'm trying to.
Initiative. Oh yeah.
You're just saying that
that's
'cause he's your husband.
That's how old those guys are, is I had them do tie-breaking decks.
Oh,
No, I'm trying to remember how to do combat as Thea. So I'm
you run in
looking over.
and you hit stuff.
Yeah, so I'm trying to look over all of my features now that a lot of them come into play.
And then uno mas. Yeah. Okay. Everybody on the board?
It's gonna take me a long time to get in there.
Yep. So, okay. Where my combat? Fuck these crickets. Get out of here. Alright, at the top of the round are the orc soldiers, who are gonna use a bit of their movement to move about here. And they are just gonna sort of like bring up their weapons to bear as they see the arrows fly out and their attention got drawn. And they're gonna stand right there for right now. And that's gonna end their turn. Thea.
Okay, so I hid the horses and then I came a bit back and waited with Vidar. How far would you say I'm a horse?
200 feet. How far are the horses?
From me.
Like 20 feet.
20 feet?
I guess it's up to you. Like, how far would you have left them to wait?
I was kind of thinking like 30-ish, so
Okay. Yeah.
30's
30
fine.
feet.
I'll use my full movement to run to Windfall.
Excellent. Okay.
And I will untie her, so I don't know if
Okay.
that's like an action or whatever. I don't care.
I guess it's a. In this case, since it's your pet or your mount, it's basically like a free item interaction.
Okay.
It's a free.
Oh, but if I used.
Somebody
if I
remember
used,
that, because I'll forget that 5 sessions later and go with
Okay.
something different.
Okay, but if I used my full movement to get to her, then I can't mount her yet.
Nope.
Okay. That's me.
All right. That will bring us to the good old boys, the Snaga trackers.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, back.
Not these
Who
guys.
see the arrows fly out, and they're like, and they just sort of snarl. They hit the pink skid. Get after him. And with 30 feet, do they have? No, they don't. 30 feet's all they can do. They're gonna run out towards Volley.
Lick their blades.
They have bows. They're gonna use those. Is they're gonna take out really, really small, like crude-looking bows.
Just staying 10 feet away from him, like, hey, you can't hit us.
Sort of like wrapped in like bloody-looking cloths and bone. But they're gonna make one attack each. The first one hits is a 19.
Yep.
And the second one's a natural 20.
Oh, bye guys.
Oh my god.
Volley's first day out dies.
Oh.
Going back to Sunstead.
He's never gonna journey with us again.
That's a total of 16 piercing. And you're already poisoned, so that's not going to do anything.
Yeah, fuck them.
That will end their turn. That will bring us back to the archers, who are going to all fire at volley.
Oh my god.
There's no one else around. So 4 archers.
I mean, technically, I'm just full sprinting into battle.
Yeah, but you're so far behind, they
I'm
don't care.
155 feet away from volley.
Yeah, they don't care. 13 will miss.
Finally.
Another natural 20.
Okay.
20. And then 14.
Meets it, beats it.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 piercing total.
Oh my god.
Volley's
And
like,
you're
This is
I'm
not
being-
good.
Volley's like, I'm being very sneaky.
This is not good.
He
This
has like
isn't-
8 arrows sticking out of 10 arrows sticking out of him.
This isn't even Mogdred's men.
Volley, you're up.
Can I put my bow to my throat and just pull the string?
Just end it now.
You can certainly try.
That's not how bows work.
Oh my god.
You could, of course, just give yourself over to the Dark Lord Sauron.
Yeah, fuck it. We're going after. I'm gonna turn myself over, go after these guys. No, I'm gonna run back as far as I can go.
Okay. 30 feet back.
So I was roughly like there. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So doing like almost like a retreat. And I'm gonna take my.
Let me just add 10 squares onto this height at this point. Will it let me?
Yeah.
We go from 30 squares to 40 squares. Look at this tiny ass. Oh wait, no, it added to the
It added to the
It added to
bottom.
the bottom, so everything we have to shift down.
I fucking.
Just don't worry about it. He's 10 feet off the map. I'm gonna be running
Alright.
onto the map.
All right, I made a bunch of like small random encounter maps, so this is one of them. Yeah, here I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Volley, you move back. You're 20 feet off the map.
My
Okay,
turn's gonna
and
be
then-
very easy. You ready?
No, hold on. I'm not done. Calm
Oh.
down. I'm gonna pull out my bow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my first attack to shoot the goblin.
All right, you're gonna attack the Snaga. Go ahead.
Yeah, where the fuck he is? Fuck him. This is really not my night.
Oh no.
7 in the darkness. Like they're already sort of like dark creatures, and their clothes are muddied and dirtied, and their stature is really low to the ground. It's really hard to get a bead on him, and you let the arrow fly, and it falls about 5 feet short from where you were looking, where he was.
One more time.
Go for it. 12.
Oh, wait. My attacks, my first round of attacks have advantage in the
Yeah,
bonus.
that's right.
10 will still miss.
That's fine, but the 20?
So, the 20, seeing where the arrow hits the first one, you're able to make that adjustment. You let the second arrow fly. It goes in and hits your target true. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then fear shot, the best of 2. There we go.
6 piercing as it embeds itself sort of just left of center of where the sternum is, and goes right through his armor. He's still up though.
Yeah, that's good for him. I'm staying back as far as I can possibly be.
Okay. You technically had disadvantage on those attacks, so it would have been straight rolls anyway.
Oh, because of poison.
Oh, that's right.
Luckily, a 12
Sorry.
still hits, so you still make the damage anyway.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
that's good. I'm gonna put the little skull and crossbones on anyway. There we go.
Yarg. Jolly Roger. Anything else?
I'm just gonna cry now.
Vidar.
Christ.
Action dash movement for a total of 90 feet, bringing me to 65 feet away from Volley's original position, which is 45 feet off the map still.
Yep. Okay. Excellent. That will bring us to the top of the round with the orcs. What do they got? They're just gonna stand their ground.
Hey, we
gonna
won!
let
He's
this-
running away!
They're gonna let the Snagas handle something for once in their life. Thea.
I'm gonna use half my movement to mount on Winfula.
Okay.
Then can I have Winfula dash?
What's her movement?
With dash it'd be 120. She's at 60 as normal movement speed.
So you use your bonus action to make her dash.
Okay.
What?
Nope, I couldn't remember any of that, so that's fine. If that's how it works.
Bear in mind, a lot of stuff in the past, I was a brand new DM learning
That's
shit,
fair.
so if I'm changing things, it's either because I'm learning or I forgot what the hell I did.
Well, I don't remember either, so I'm gonna go with what you say, so.
You still have your action because you're essentially issuing her a command to dash.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Movement would have been free, but she moves her full movement, which is 120, with the dash.
Yes. So she'll move
Okay.
the 60 and then go the extra as a bonus action then.
Okay. So
Okay,
you were 200 away.
So now
Now
I'm
you moved 120.
so
you
I'm
have-
60 off the map. 80 off the map.
Yes. Essentially.
Okay.
It's just gonna be easier. God.
So if I'm 80 off the map, how far am I? Well, no. If I'm 80 off the map, then I'm definitely within range of the closest Snaga right here.
Yeah, because he'd be 100 feet.
Yeah. So, and I have a great bow. So, as Windful is dashing, I'm gonna use my action to fire 2 arrows at that goblin.
Okay.
Where is my? Here it is. 17.
17 will hit.
And then 12.
I don't know if you technically can see him in the dark light. Because you're 100 feet from your target, and you don't have dark vision, and the moon is not out.
Okay.
You can't see him. It's too
And then
dark.
I won't attack then, and I'll end my turn.
Sorry.
I'm negative blind.
That's fine.
That will bring us to the Snagas, which, in their small minds, think have the upper hand. So they're gonna move 20 feet closer. Just gonna all pile up out here. One is going to attack Volley, the other one's going to attack Vidar as he sees a dwarf barreling their direction.
Can I make an action to tell them to fuck off?
First one at Volley, which is a 14. 5 piercing.
Yep.
And the next one at Vidar, natural 1.
Yeah, that misses. I'd like to say, it hits Vidar's armor, just like gets caught in it, not enough to hit him, and Vidar just snaps the arrow in half.
That will end their go. Math. Let's see, 95 plus 20. Yeah, their bows are in range. The archers are going to let loose 2 at Volley, 2 at Vidar.
course
First
they
at
are.
Volley, 5 misses and 11 misses. Vidar, 14,
Misses.
16.
Hits.
5 piercing, and I need a Constitution save.
This is poison.
Yes.
I have advantage. 24.
24 succeeds.
Good for you, mate.
Dwarven Constitution.
Those racial features. Volley.
Is the Snaga like up in my grill? Like, will they get?
No, he fired with a bow. He's out at least 10 feet away from you. He's probably 20 feet away.
Backing up the max.
All right, so you 30 feet back, unless you're
I'm
using
not-
your action to dash.
No, I'm just gonna use 30 feet, and I'm gonna shoot the what's his face Snaga in front of me. And I forgot that I have Hunter of Shadow, so all my things do +2 damage.
So you move 30
30.
feet back. He was 20 away, so he's 50 feet. You also don't have dark vision. You can't see him.
Okay, then I'll move back. What will be the max? Like 20? Or not max, sorry.
I think you have to stay within a 30-foot window.
Okay, so if he's 10 feet away, I move back 20,
Unless I'm
so...
wrong. Dark lighting, I am not well versed in. If it's pretty much dim or darkness out here, yeah, I think it's 30 feet.
Okay, and then I'll move
You
back
don't have
20
dark vision.
to keep my 30, and use my bow to attack.
Okay.
And... But you...
14 will hit.
Okay. Oops. And then Hunter of Shadow and Fierce Shot, so that is a total of 12.
12 as the arrow flies through as he's trying to notch another one. He's a little cumbersome in it, and he brings up the bow to make another attack, and the arrow just comes in, hits him square in the chest, and knocks him back off his feet. Falls to the ground.
Yay! How far is the the other one from me?
35. He's only like 5 feet behind him.
Okay, then I use 20 feet of my movement, so I'll use... Fuck it, I'm gonna use 5 to be that petty. Make sure he's in range, and I'm gonna shoot him.
Go for it. An 11 will barely miss.
Okay, and with that, I'll use my other movement to move back a little further because I want all the advantage I can get, and...
Ah, damn it, I did it again. Your 10 misses. He's still alive. You're still poisoned.
Oh.
But I'm going to keep him dead because I fucked that up twice. That's my fault.
See, I keep thinking it's for, like, ability checks.
Attack rolls and ability checks for being poisoned.
Oh.
Got it. I get that, and what's the other one mixed up? Anyway. Okay, so then I'm still gonna maintain what I did. Move back my remaining movement. So, back my 5 feet. Be that petty.
Gotcha. Vidar.
So I am 65 feet away from Vali's original position, which puts me at 45 feet off the edge of the map. So I will use my 45 feet movement to get right where I am properly on the map, right up against this Snaga tracker.
Vidar, you have advantage on your opening move or whatever roll you have, thanks to viewership.
Oh!
Hey!
Nice.
Thank you, Paul. I'm gonna go ahead and use a bonus action to go into a fury,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my big hammer on this small goblin.
All right. So as you let your inner fire burn, and you bring up the hammer, 19.
That's max
I mean,
damage.
if he made death saves, he'd still be dead because that's well over double his hit points.
I just come up and I just hit this goblin and I literally launch it into the air.
He's got 7 hit points.
That's all my movement. I only took the attack action, so I can't attack. There's nothing else around me to attack.
Nope.
So that's the end of my turn. Thank you for the
Alright.
advantage, Paul.
Wait a second, did I never... Oh, shit. I thought I rolled that one's initiative. He's not on the initiative counter, and I just caught it.
This one that's different.
Yeah,
In-
there
with
is
the
one that's
archers?
different. Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, it rolled a 10, so there's that. So it would have gone with...
You just started
Vidar.
late.
Yeah, he took a break. That brings us to the orcs, who are going to hold Thea.
Do they see the dwarf just yeet their friend?
I mean, friend's a strong term, but they saw it.
They're like, oh, that's some good distance.
I wanted to do that.
Okay, Volley is now how much off the map? 30?
Number.
35?
He's like 30 to 40, 50, 60, 70. He's somewhere.
I'm gonna
Oh, no.
guess 30. Okay. So,
I should have just kept this as theater of mind.
so Thea is gonna have Winfula use her full 60 feet of movement, which will
Okay.
take me to 20 feet off the map, which then will have me in between Vidar and Volley.
Yeah.
I'll be roughly like 15, 20
Yeah,
feet
yeah,
from
yeah,
each of
yeah,
them. So once Thea gets to that point, she's going to pull out her elven longsword and she's gonna go, "Steal yourselves, boys! We can do this!" And that's gonna be her Songs of Slaying as a bonus action.
And that's to attack or damage, right?
That is your next attack or damage roll, correct? Where you can roll a 1d10. Let me double check.
Is it a D10 to damage?
It's
Might
my
depend on
gift
her
die.
level.
My gift die is a 1d10.
That's a lot of extra damage.
It can be.
That's a lot of damage.
Where's
Don't
my
worry.
songs of slaying?
I'm gonna hit. I don't need help hitting.
I was
Watch, I'm
literally
gonna roll
here.
like 2 natural ones now.
Okay, no, sorry. Songs of slaying is a D4.
That sounds more like it.
Okay, I was like, there is no way that's right.
I was gonna say that was like you described an inspiration die that would be like for like ability
Right.
checks.
But my warden's inspiration
Is a
or
D10.
whatever it's called, is
For
a D10.
ability
Warden's
checks.
gift. Yep. Okay. So
Alright.
she does that as her bonus action,
Movement,
and
bonus action.
I still can't see poop, so I guess I'll wait to keep going my next turn.
Nope. Unless you got some torches. Stun is
No, I
dead.
threw them all
Actually-
at the Steward of Kondum.
Actually, I might.
That was like 10 years ago.
I got a flask of oil.
Bring.
Oh, I have a flask of oil, guys. Wait a second.
That will bring us to the archers, who are going to sort of move up into some. Whoops, that was 35. He doesn't move 30.
Oh, I do have a torch.
They're gonna move up into some semblance of a firing line, and they now see Big Beast. So, Thea, you're gonna take 4 attacks
Awesome.
from things you can't see.
Not me.
Not me. I am fucked.
First one is a natural 20.
I'll have that attack me.
Okay. I was saying they're
For mount-
attacking you in general.
Oh, I thought you meant
Do you have to
specifically
be able to
Windfall.
see the attack? That is a legitimate question in this situation.
Let me open mounted combatant.
I'm gonna roll the rest of my attacks here. Oh, now they suck.
It just says you can force an attack targeted at your mount to target you instead.
Okay.
So, but if it's attacking
Some abilities state you have to either
Right.
see or hear the attack.
so if it's just attacking me.
The rest of them all miss 10, 12, and natural 1. But the natural 20 is 8 piercing, and I need
Okay.
a Constitution saving throw.
Awesome. Alrighty. Constitution save and throw. It's a 15.
15, that succeeds, as the sort of nick in your armor was enough to glance off the blow and prevent anything from actually.
Tis but a scratch. Okay.
That will end their turn. Volley.
I can't see much of anyone, can I?
Not from here, no. My kingdom for a healer.
You know what? Nah, I won't do that here. I'm just gonna hold my action until something shoots me, and I'll try and shoot it back.
Okay. That goes Volley. Vidar.
Oh. Time to go murdering. I'm gonna run up beside this orc. And I am going to
That
and then
triggers their held action.
Excellent. Vidar was a healer, but then he decided that he's gonna help people by hurting others. It's like that doctor with the gun. I can't remember the meme.
Right.
That
Call an
will
ambulance,
be
but not for
a
me.
20 to hit.
That hits.
As you come running up in your blind fury, and he sort of brings out his sword at a wide arc and brings it down. That'll be 8 slashing, so 4.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah, just he can't do a multi-attack on a held action.
Well, time for him to die. Reckless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add my D4 to damage here.
Okay.
That's gonna be 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
14 damage on the first attack.
Okay, as you run up and initially take the opening blow, as you completely open yourself
Yeah, I
up
just
as you
open
begin your
myself up.
swing, and it slices across your one forearm, and you sort of push through it, and you bring the hammer down in a diagonal and Kareem into the side of this orc. He takes the full brunt of the attack, but he is still standing.
How about after another 19? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now he's dead.
Yeah, so I run up and I open myself, pull it up, shatter his knee as he stabs me, and he falls over. And as he falls over, I just bring my hammer up and just plonk him in the jaw. That's the end of Vidar's turn.
Okay. That will end your go. That will bring us to the Great Orc, who is going to move 30 feet here. And gotta get out his weapons. Too many character sheets. Too many character sheets. And yeah, it's actually going to use its bonus action to use its fell speed to actually close the gap and move into the river, the little creek that runs through here right up next against Vidar, and is going to make 2 attacks with its great axe. With a 21 and a 25.
Both will hit.
That is a total of 17 slashing.
So 8.
So, yes. And
Saves?
4 necrotic.
Oh! I don't resist that.
No, you don't.
That stings.
That will end his turn. That will bring us to the other orc, who's going to come to the other side of Vidar and make his 2 attacks at advantage. First one is a 17, and the other one is a natural 20.
Okay, they both hit.
With another total of 17, so 8 is again. That will end his... actually... yeah, no, that'll end his turn. Thea.
Alright, 20 feet off the map. I'm going to have... let's see, how far is this
From
guy?
where you are, you can't really hear, or can't really see anything, but you just sort of hear, like, the sounds of battle taking place. You've heard orcs and goblins chattering and grumbling. You've heard metal sort of clash together, and you see Volley sort of riddled with arrows and bleeding in several places.
Mm-hmm.
And Vidar has run off into the darkness.
Okay, so if I'm 20 feet off the map, and this is 35 right there, right? Yeah, so Winfula's... yeah, so Winfula's movement will take me right up to here. And I'm going to...
So
I'm
begins
gonna...
the conga line of death.
I'm going to... well, I mean, that was the closest one I could reach without dashing,
It's fine.
So I'm going to attack.
Okay.
And I have advantage because of mounted combatant.
You have advantage from flanking.
That too, but...
Double advantage!
Elven Longsword! I did not roll with advantage. Let me do that one again. I don't think it matters too much though. Oh, I guess it does.
Lucky you. 25 will hit.
Okay. 6 plus 2 because of being part of King's Guard, where I get +2 to damage while mounted. And then toggle advantage and attack again. A 13.
13 will just barely miss.
Ew. Okie dokies, and let's see, that was full movement. I'm I'm going to look at Vidar, and I'm just gonna be like, "Come on, take him down!" And there's your Warden's gift as a bonus action.
So that's the D.
That's the D10.
Okay.
Or
brings
wait.
To what?
So, no, because it's not the same as Bardic's Inspiration. This is different. It says, what does this say? When an ally is about to attempt an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, that's when I can use a reaction to give it. Okay, so it's not the same as Bardic Inspiration where I can just be like, boom, do it. So I gotta wait. I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. That brings us to the archers, who yet again see Big Beast. 2 of them are going to attack the horse. The other 2 are going to attack the rider. So we'll handle the horse first, Winfulla. What is Winfulla's AC?
Apparently 11.
Well, it rolled an 11.
All right. I'll have that one attack
I
me.
was gonna say, are you gonna redirect that one at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so 11 will miss you.
Okay.
And then the second attack on Winfulla is a 16. 3 piercing.
Okay. I was gonna
Do
say
you
that.
have stats for her?
Yeah, I have her block up.
I don't see this coming into play, but have her make a Constitution save.
Oh.
It's the D20 at her con, because she's not proficient in that. 12! She fails.
Is my horse poisoned?
Your horse is poisoned.
Okay.
You want a pet, you gotta take the responsibility and have the pet.
Oh, I should have just had.
And then the 2 attacks on you. First one is a 6, which will miss, and the second one is a 23,
That will hit.
which is 3 piercing, and I need a Constitution save. For what it's worth, the one that you had redirect to you was the more damage
That's
if
fair.
it had hit. So you took the lesser damage for
You said
Winfulla.
how many points of piercing?
3.
3 for
And a
Thea.
con save.
Okay. The music stopped.
20
Okay.
succeeds. What was that?
I still hear the music.
Oh, okay.
That ends there. Go volley.
Holding my position.
Okay. You're just chilling.
Dude, I am
Vidar.
fucked up.
Vidar.
Okay. So, even though she told me just to finish this guy, I have other ideas. Actually, you know what? Why not? I'm going to start with a reckless attack against this orc. Yeah,
Which one?
The one to the north of me, between
Okay.
Thea and I.
Okay.
21
So
for
we'll hit.
18 points of damage.
Initiative tracker, get out of my way.
And then I'm going to circle around and use my second attack on this archer
Okay.
for 11.
Yep.
And that's Vidar's turn.
Okay. It brings us to the Great Orc, who will make 2 attacks at Vidar with a 26 and a natural 20. Wow, I'm rolling lots of these.
Wow, that hurts. Yeah.
Can I? That won't negate.
Can you what?
What did you say the hits were? Natural
26
20
and a
and
natural 20.
that's not gonna matter.
So yeah, there's
Okay.
no way you can knock a 26 down to miss me.
No. Nope. Okay, never mind.
So that is a total of 16 slashing.
So another 8.
So, yeah. And then a total of 16 necrotic. He rolled well on that necrotic damage. And the
That's
natural
it.
20 didn't help it either.
Yeah, that necrotic is hurting me.
But that will end his go. The orc soldiers are dead. Thea.
All move up this way, and I'm gonna attack Spoopy Dude.
Spooky dude.
I said Spoopy, but yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attacks.
Right. Okay. Advantage is still toggled. Wow.
9 and a 9. 25. 25 will hit.
6 plus 2 is 8. And nom 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 nom. That's me.
All right, that brings us to the archers, who sort of break their lines a bit, seeing a dwarf coming up, and are gonna fall back and scatter. But then they're also all going to make their attacks. 1 at Vidar and 2 at Thea. Vidar is a 7, which will miss. Thea is a 5, which will miss. Thea is a 10, which will miss.
Why do you guys get all the misses?
Oh, poor Kevin.
I got crit on twice, so.
Volley.
I'm gonna like tiptoe back into the battle.
Is it safe? Is it safe?
Am I loud?
Dude, my health is in a single digits.
Oh my god.
Volley, from your perspective, you met a handful of these people like a few days ago, and they forced you into going on some grand chase adventure in the middle of the night. And the first thing that happens to you is you get riddled with fucking arrows.
Poison
These
arrows.
people.
Poison
These
arrows.
people. You owe
I'm
them
gonna
nothing.
leave.
You owe them nothing.
What if he just
Yay,
takes?
sir.
What if he just takes steel and leaves?
Oh. He'd be on Vidar's shit list.
I'm not gonna do that, but I'm just curious, how many shadow points would that be?
You gotta do it to find out.
It'd be probably like 4 for you, and then like 10 for Vidar, because he will murder you.
So you just move back in?
Slowly.
All right. Anything else?
Kind of like holding my bow, like shaking a little bit, being like, okay.
Scoob, like, are you in here? Vidar.
I still
Vidar will
want that
swing
one shot.
around so he doesn't have to reckless. And so 2 attacks with advantage, and these are going to be non-lethal.
Okay.
15.
For all of you watching out here, this is not the first time they've tried to capture an orc and/or goblin and talk to it.
Oops.
I assume
23 and
23
22
hits.
they both
Okay.
hit.
15
Not
and
by
14.
much. 15 and 14.
Not by much. That's scary.
You fought a great orc before.
Yeah.
Plus, you guys do fuck tons of damage, so
Yeah. That's Vidar's
okay.
turn.
that will bring us to the great orc, who will make his 2 attacks at Vidar. No natural 20s, but a 20 and a 25.
Yeah, just
The
solid hits.
The 20, I am going to use a gift die as a reaction to do my distraction feature. And Thea is gonna say something, I don't know, just totally stupid. Probably like, hey, pick on someone bigger than you or whatever. And that,
Yeah,
so
you need to roll a 5.
do you want to roll it or me?
You roll it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
'Cause-
okay, that could be interesting.
Right, subtracting the number from the creature's roll. Okay. And boop! I'll see
Hey!
A 6, so 20 minus 6,
Yeah.
14.
14 misses.
All right, so only that 25 will hit, which is a measly. Did he seriously? Rolled minimum damage on that, at least for the slashing. Wow, rolled minimum damage across the board. 5 slashing
So 2.
total. Yep, and then 1 necrotic.
Oh, I can take those kind of hits all day. Those damage numbers I can take all day.
Thea.
The 32 points of damage? Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay, after I say that, I'm gonna slash at him with my longsword. Yeah. 24.
24 will hit.
And natural
20. There's a natural 20.
So 7 plus 2, 9. And, what is that? 11, and then another 2, so 13.
Okay.
And, what, can I see the goblins that are running away? No, they're all like 45, 50 feet from me, so is it too dark?
Yep.
Okay, never mind.
You can probably hear like the rustling moving, but
Does it, I was
it's
gonna
coming
say,
from like all, but you don't see it.
I don't happen to see like silhouettes or anything to get a notion of like, never mind, it's fine, that's my turn.
I was like, you are basically on the tree line of Mirkwood. This is a heavily forested area.
Okay, I was just trying to gauge if they were running away or not.
I know the map doesn't show it because it's so small, but that will bring us to the archers, who are going to fire a volley at Thea. Once I find their stat block. The 13, 12, and a 9. Jesus.
Volley at volley?
Volley at Thea.
You're supposed to say, come on, man.
All three miss, and they are going to use their movements to begin, like, retreating.
Yeah, they can see the writing on the wall.
And that will end their turn. Volley.
Slowly tiptoeing back into the battle.
Trigger the Snogga's held action where it pops out of nowhere. Gotcha, bitch!
Bites me in the leg.
This
and
one Snogga's been waiting. It'll be my first kill.
This is my chance.
It's my first time. So I'm actually gonna try and move, so let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. How far is the,
advantage next round?
Who,
How
what?
far is who?
how far is the orc boy from me at the moment? That's 30?
20 feet. 20.
I'm gonna move back just one more square. And then I'm gonna pull up my bow and I'm gonna try and shoot that boy.
Okay.
Please work.
Is there... it's not important here. An 11 will miss.
Q and one more. God damn it!
Oh
will miss.
man, your arrows are getting wasted.
Yeah, I think the goblin archers have flanked around to the far side.
Vidar.
I'm going to can I quickly just call out, don't kill it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make 2 non-lethal attacks. Does a 20 hit?
20 just barely hits.
Okay, so 12 and 15.
Yeah, that is enough to knock it out.
Oh. I wanted Thea to respond. I still can.
Anything else?
No, he's not gonna give chase to the goblins. If they're running away, he'll let them go.
Drop the balloons! We did it! We had NPCs retreat, they didn't give chase!
Well, it's Thermite.
That will end the Great Orc's turn for now as he is unconscious. Thea.
Thea's gonna look at Vidar quizzically with her sword still in her hand and go, "That is hardly like you to not kill something like this." And then she'll try to look further and go, "Did they run off? Did the rest of them run off?"
They're running off
No,
now. They're about 70 feet away.
Okay, and she'll then say, "We don't have time to take a prisoner if we want to catch up to Mogdred," and that's my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to the archers who are going to use their actions to dash.
Dash.
That one goes off map. That one goes into the forest. They've scattered to the wind. At this point, we are going to exit combat because they have retreated and they're just going to continue to do that.
I'm going to gesture to Volley and I'm going to say, that man has at least 12 arrows sticking out of his chest. Do you think he's in any shape to chase Mogdred and potentially get in a fight with him?
Meanwhile, while those two are fighting, Volley's just going 1, 2, just pulling arrows out.
So we turn.
If you and I want, we can continue pursuit, but the numbers don't look good then.
No, I do not want to leave Volley out here when he is that injured. We might as well just turn back.
Vidar's gonna use the mithril rope he has on him to bind this great orc.
Can you just hang Volley from a tree?
Volley, how you looking? Scale of 1 to 100.
6.
You got 6.
100.
What?
Which is what my hit.
Hit points. You got
Yes,
6.
That's literally my hit points at the moment.
All right. Well, should we make camp? Should we utilize their camp to take a break?
Please?
Well, we're only an hour out from town, right?
Roughly.
Let's, I say we return to town, to the safety of town. We bring this with us.
Alright.
They must know orcs were this close to town. And in the safety
Very well.
of town, we can interrogate it.
Very well. We'll put him on Windfulla. You take Volley.
I bind the orc. I don't, just making sure in my mithril rope.
Okay.
All right. I'll get off Windfulla and I'll help Vidar kind of saddle this unconscious thing on top of him and I'll hop back up.
Okay.
And then I will travel to where I left Steel. And I will wait for the others to catch up to me as I unbind his reins from where I tied it.
Okay.
And then once they catch up to me, I'll hand them the reins of Steel and then hop back once more on Windfulla.
I'll put
And I'll
the
look back-
great orc on the back of Windfalla.
And then,
Volley and I will ride on Steel.
Yep. And I will look back at them and I'll say, well, I guess keep your eye out for more of them, but I'll meet you back there. And I'll head off.
I'm keeping up. I'm
I'll
following
start
her.
heading off, then I'll lead.
Volley's hanging on to Vidar pretty much like a biker girl at the moment, just like hands around his waist, head's just ricocheting off his arm.
Just bleeding on me.
Every time your head bounces off of him, you take bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god, no!
1,
You just pass out, you fall
2.
off.
3.
The falling off's what kills me.
Yeah. Alright. So,
Hashtag poor Volley.
with a great orc in custody.
This is not how Brian thought tonight was gonna go. Not even remotely close.
No.
I mean, I guess.
But no, the logic makes sense. If we bring back a living orc and tell them it was just outside town, this is now a threat they have to take seriously.
Yeah. Maybe this
So-
is a blessing in disguise that we didn't find Mogdred.
I heard.
And Vidar has suspicions and he wants to interrogate this orc to see if he can get any info.
Volley, I hurt. Kevin.
I got
So you
fucked
guys-
up, man.
You guys make your way back towards Lake Town, on horseback with the orc in tow. You get about 15 minutes outside of town, and you can see some faint lamplight, torchlight coming from Lake Town, as most people have turned in for the night. So all that is around is the guard, essentially. But as you get about 15 minutes out, the Great Orc comes too.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Can I bop him with the hilt of my sword?
Sure. You do that. He struggles with the bindings. They seem visibly uncomfortable to him.
Yep.
Beyond the point where he's just actually restrained. He mutters some things that you don't quite understand, but you do hear one thing come through. Bloody pink skins.
Vidar is going to pull the horses back, and he's gonna turn to the Great Orc. He's gonna say, "What do you know of pink skins?"
I'm looking at him right now.
Well, okay. While they do that, I'm going to try to speak to the guards.
You're still 15 minutes out.
Oh, never mind.
I'm just gonna try and stay on the horse.
Did you see pink skins travel the road before you saw us?
See them here and there, we do.
Do you
Vidar,
know what?
If we want to do this, we should do it where he is locked up more in a cell back at town. It's a little safer that way.
What's the matter? Lack the stomach to kill me back there?
I'll kill you on my terms.
I want
And
to bop him again.
He'll turn and keep going to the city.
Can I knock him back
Balance.
unconscious?
Sure, you can try.
I guess I'll attack again.
He's got 1 hit point.
You just want him unconscious. Bop. Doing the bop. Oh, come on. I did the 20 when I did the first bop.
Yeah, you
Okay.
hit him in the back of the neck and he limps down for a bit.
All right. Onward.
You cross the bridge from the mainland to the main gates of Lake Town, and
We gotta wave the first guards we see.
2 guards see you approaching, and at this hour they close ranks, all 2 of them. The gate is closed behind them, and they raise up a hands. Halt! What business do you bring here at this hour?
Yes, we are currently visitors here at Lake Town as part of the Council of the North. We were just out and about making some rounds and taking the horses out before they rested for the night, and we came across these just about an hour out.
Bloody, what is that?
It's an
This is an orc.
You have
We will not
orcs.
let that inside the town.
Get
This is an urgent
wake your
matter.
boss. You have orcs outside the walls.
When we like to keep them that way, not bringing them inside.
If it is, please understand that the reason we are trying to take this one inside is to put him in a prison where we can interrogate to learn more as to why his kind are closer to this location than normal. And this is also of an urgent matter because this does take in regard to what's been discussed so far with the Council of the North. And if we are able to gather more information from this orc, then it will behoove all of us to speak with the leaders about it.
Persuasion check.
Hell yeah. Come on, plus 12.
24.
I'll take it. That's another 12, but
12 plus 12.
yeah.
24.
They shift back and forth, and they both have brought their spears up at a ready now. They're not just holding them off to the side. They've sat back in a defensive stance and are pointing their spears in your direction. They are very uneasy about this.
They probably
They
never
look
seen
at
an
each
orc.
wouldn't say that. They look at each other, and the one on your left nudges his head backwards, looking at his partner. The partner drops his spear and opens the gate and walks in and closes it behind him. And the other one remains vigil, locked on the rest of you, holding his spear. Few moments pass, a minute or so. The gate reopens, and there are 6 guard now behind there, shield and spears in hand. There is another among them with a shield on his back and a sword sheath. And he comes out in front of all of them, and they, with the exception of him, they are all armed at the ready.
Okay.
So tell me, what business do you have bringing this filth into my town?
As I was just so kindly explaining to your peer here, this has become a matter of business with what is being discussed and regarded to with the Council of the North. This creature here and more of his kind we found just about an hour's travel by horseback from this town, and it is now concerning that they are this close, and we wanted to bring it up as a concern, especially to the leaders, especially if we are capable of taking him to a prison and gathering more information to learn why they are here.
Meanwhile, Volley's gonna fall off the horse.
Vidar catches him.
I do not mean any harm. I am Thea of Westmarch from Rohan, emissary to Chieftain Nayla, who is a visitor here as part of the Council of the North. I am most definitely part of these discussions here, and if it pleases you, you are more than welcome to escort us to the prison to drop this off.
Jesus Christ.
Doesn't breathe.
So far.
Why?
That is the only way right now to get information from it. You can't talk to the dead.
Can't talk to an orc.
We've managed in the past.
He's got a point.
The only way.
Worst case scenario.
The only way I allow this in my city is with its head relieved from its shoulders.
How about its arms?
Head.
Legs.
Very well.
The body is proof enough.
But then we will not be able to learn why they are here, farther from Mirkwood, and closer to here.
He walks closer towards you, Thea, so he looks up at you right next to Windfall's, next to Windfall's head. But
I
he's
will
looking
get
straight
off
up at you.
Windfalla to look at him in the eye.
You, how tall are you?
She's tall.
Not important.
She is 5'10".
Eh.
Okay. He gets probably about 6 inches from your face.
Mhm.
You're asking me to allow a dangerous creature like that willingly in my town. I am under orders to protect this town, and I will not forego my station.
I completely understand that, and we have no reason to bring harm to this town either. In fact, we are doing this to try to make sure this town is protected. All we need is a few hours, because by that time, my dwarf friend here will have lost the patience to keep him alive, and he'll be dead by then.
I'm losing mine.
I could do this right over there, and I point to the other side of the bridge where there's grass.
What's this?
Interrogate the orc. And then we'll relieve of its head and bring it in.
Do it. I will not allow it alive in this town.
Vidar, go.
I go to the grassy knoll, and I take the orc with me. I let Volley get off Steel, and I transfer the orc to Steel.
May I
fall off the horse.
Yeah. May I then please take my friend inside to be looked after?
You may.
I'm just laying on the ground.
Take him to the guardhouse.
I'll be right back, Vidar, and I'll help Volley in.
You three, escort them.
I'm just being dragged behind, I guess. My foot's tied to a rope, and I'm just being dragged on the ground. Thanks, guys.
Your head hitting loose boards on the boardwalk.
All right.
Alright, Vidar.
I shake the orc awake. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Which one's more fun?
I want to see those intimidation checks.
No, you don't. They're terrible. I'm just gonna go ahead and I can't heal him. That's the problem. When I was a healer and I interrogated somebody, I hurt and healed them at the same
I
time.
remember that.
That was some shadow points.
You have advantage.
You're gonna tell me everything you know about why you were in this area.
These are my hunting grounds.
What are you
more do you
hunting?
need? Pink skins.
What are you doing so far north?
Whatever I please.
Where are you from?
Here and there.
I break a finger. Where are you from?
Is that all you can do? Break fingers.
I break a knee with my hammer.
Ow.
Take a shadow point.
Hey, you're
It's
not
not the fact-
miserable.
It's not the fact you're doing it, it's the fact you relish in it.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Your mom.
Deep within the forest.
Fenbridge?
I've been there.
Where else have you been?
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I, are you intimidation?
Sure.
Advantage. Paul's
22!
advantage.
Thanks to Paul's
Woo!
advantage.
Thank you, Paul.
22.
The mountains of Mirkwood.
Do you know a pink skin by the name of Mogdred?
I don't know any pink skin names.
Have you worked with any pink skins?
Never.
I'm gonna break his other knee. I'm gonna say, I don't like lies.
2 shadow points.
How many?
2.
Okay.
Oh my god, man. Poor
Do
Vidar's
you... What pink skins have you worked with?
At this point, you might as well just finish it. Nothing I say will have you believe me, so what's the point?
I thought you wanted some fun. I break a hand.
If you...
3
What?
shadow points.
2 more?
3.
3. Oh gosh, I'm just racking them up.
Oh my god.
There's a darkness coming. Your lands will burn. Your people will be put to the stake.
I've heard it before. I've heard it all before. Can
You will see it soon.
How soon?
Soon.
Can I do an insight check to see if he was honest about my pink skin? If he worked with any pink skins when I asked that question.
That moment is too far gone.
Okay.
You would have had to ask it in the moment.
I'm going to search him because we never actually searched him. I'm going to search him to see if he has any orders or any missives or anything like that.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Do I come back at this point, or is it still?
6.
You went over to him? I think I missed that.
I went to basically drop off poor Volley, and then I was planning on returning after that. So however
Alright, so
long that would take.
You dropped off Volley at school and you came back.
Yeah, and I'm watching from afar next to I'm assuming the captain of the guard or whatever at this rate, and just letting Vidar do his thing. Vidar,
Yeah,
what
no.
the crap?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, Thea and Nayla.
Yeah. Vidar, you find like almost like a damp pouch, a handful of rotted meat, and a crude hunting dagger.
Anything, Vidar?
Anything else you'd like to say? Anything?
He's coming.
Who's coming?
He.
Who is he?
Put it together, you small brain dwarf.
I'm going to take my hammer. Are you with me, Thea?
I'm probably like 10 feet behind you.
Anything else, Thea?
If you have what you need, go for it.
I don't, but I don't think he's going to give me anything more.
Then we're done here.
I take my hammer, shatter his chest. I take his hunting knife, decapitate him, and bring the head with me.
Oh!
I make sure he's dead first. I'm not going to cause him any extra pain beyond the interrogation.
You take no shadow points from that because that was the agreed upon thing that you had to do
Right.
to decapitate him to take it. So you didn't joyfully
I
mutilate the
did
body.
get 6 shadow points
I was
from the
gonna say!
interrogation.
Oh my
Vidar
God.
was not messing around.
Oh my god.
We've already
What's-
established Vidar is willing to go to great lengths interrogation. It's
Well,
not
now
good.
Now you have disadvantage. Paul's like, we
We
gotta
gotta
even
even
this
this
out.
So yeah, I walk with Thea back to the gate and I hoist the orc head to the guards.
Satisfied?
A dead orc is a good orc, yes.
The orc told us that an attack was imminent on the town.
Deception check.
Is that?
Yes. You said nothing
Okay.
about attack on the town.
Then I misunderstood. Then I will not say that.
Okay.
I'll just say there may be more orcs in the area.
Okay.
He said they're coming.
He said he.
He's coming.
They also said everything will burn soon.
You know, the typical orc rhetoric.
True. But I know he came from the mountains of Mirkwood.
Which is nearby.
Yeah.
Relatively.
I'll inform the guard captain of that point. I said, this orc and its hunting party came from the mountains of Mirkwood. There will be more.
Well, as long as you got what you need, you can take that head inside. Prefer the head than the living thing.
I take the head inside and I make my way to the. I'm not waiting. I'm going straight to the government buildings.
No one there.
Oh,
It's night. It's like midnight.
they don't live there.
No.
I guess that makes sense.
We'll
don't-
have to let Volley.
I don't have a map.
We'll have to let Volley rest.
I'll
recover.
put
And
the
you and
head
I-
in a bag. I'll reclaim the mithril rope.
And you and I can, at the very least, update Seowin and Nayla about this. If not, bring this up as a discussion
No,
for the final day of
I'm going to the
council.
meeting. I'm going to the meetings tomorrow, and I'm bringing this up.
Very well.
Mogdred got away. I still believe the attack is connected because he passed through that area right before we did, and he wasn't attacked.
Unfortunately, that's mostly speculation at this rate. But this is still concerning nonetheless, I believe. And if anything, this will help bring further concern and alarm to what has been discussed already about the growing shadow in Mirkwood. And perhaps maybe this way we'll have people act for everyone's sake.
Vidar nods.
I'm going to get a drink.
Me too.
Sounds great.
Last call was 2 hours ago.
Balls.
So the rest of you return to the inn. Some of you beaten and bloodied.
Poor
Some of you-
Volley. Oh my
some of you-
god.
You know,
Fuming from the situation.
in hindsight, we probably could have just ridden right past them if we knew they were orcs, but we didn't know.
No. Oh well.
They were prepared for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
So
they
fun-
had us.
so-
They jumped us.
So my actual intention with it, the Snagas, but your perception checks were too good, was that they had ropes ready. They were going to trip the horses.
Oh no, my horse.
Yeah, they were gonna trip the horses and essentially ambush. But
There were no
You
horses
knew-
to trip.
you-
There's
you
just
saw
one guy.
you saw something, so then you sent out one person, and they're like, "Well, it's not one of us, so attack anything that moves."
Jeez.
And they did.
Volley was like, "Oops, I was a little too loud though. Go, 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 go."
You poor soul. You poor soul.
So
I
it's the way it happens.
Sorry we didn't get
But-
through the rest. I know you said you were aiming to.
know you want. I was telling him this at break. I was like, well, since we decided to do this now, there's no way you're gonna get that final day of the council in.
I was trying to wrap it up because, from my perspective, I gathered that this council was boring as fuck to the players. So I'm like, let's just get rid of this. Let's just wrap this up.
Oh,
and
the
now, like,
last
no,
last
we have
day's
2
gonna-
days left, and we are clinging to this for dear fucking life.
The last day is
I
gonna
mean-
be exciting when I walk in there with King Bard and I throw an orc head in front of him.
If it helps, I was enjoying the council. That's why Thea's there.
Well, we're here now.
The council,
here now.
The council had a lot of good political intrigue, especially
It's
with
a lot of
Mogdred showing up.
information.
And getting together with Ruthiel again was good.
Yeah, and Armand. Oh, did we talk to Armand yet?
I didn't talk to
No.
Armand.
You've only seen him. You haven't talked to him.
Dang. But yes, it's good. It was a good way to get an idea of what's happening in the world. Cause, gee, I assume it's all gonna come together at some point.
One would hope.
Mogdred got away again. He was right here.
Man.
So you all
Oh.
return to the inn to nurse up, gather yourselves, and
Oh.
what?
So Volley's not left at the guardhouse to heal. He comes with us.
You
Or?
retrieved him. Yeah.
Okay.
You retrieved him.
Let me.
They bandaged him, but he's not.
Game said.
You're getting your long rest here. 'cause
poured
it's-
some alcohol on it.
Drop some
Pour some
bacon on
alcohol
it.
down my
But
throat.
that
Jeez.
concludes the 4th day of the Council of the North, and tomorrow enters the 5th and final day. And then we will see what happens.
And we will.
Ooh,
Thanks for running
that
it.
was
So we will see
exciting.
you all next week. Remember, tomorrow's mini paint and chat is going to take place in Discord, not Twitch. So if you want to view that, be in Discord. We're probably going to just do the Hangout channel.
Yep.
Starting at 8, our typical time, or is it 8?
8.
Yeah. We've changed that so many times, I can't keep them straight. Yeah, and just be in there, and you can hang out with those that will be part of it and chat with Lindsay.
That's me.
And we will see you all later. So have a good night. And thanks for sticking with us through this craziness. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.